I know if a ball doesn't get to the hole, it won't go in. Okay? I'm assuming we're trying to make every putt we look at. I am. I don't care if it's a 100-footer, if it's a 2-foot. I'm trying to make that booger. Okay? Might not expect to make it, but I'm trying to make it. And quite frankly, most of them I expect to make. But we got to get the ball to the hole to give it a chance. Okay? We got to get the ball to hole number one. So the second thing is, you know, when you play golf on a par 3, on 1, 2 putts, par, you know, then how many take par 4? We got 2 putts. The way I always looked at it, if I went out, so I know I'm supposed to make, if I'm going to shoot par and everything goes perfect, I'm supposed to make 9 out of 18 putts on 9 holes to satisfy par. As soon as I leave one short on that first hole, now I have to make 9 out of 17. I've made my odds worse. That is probably the dumbest mathematical statistic, but that's the way I look at it, because I'm really trying to get myself to get to the hole. The next reason we want to get it to the hole are footprints. You know, when we pick a ball up out of the hole, nobody gets up and straddles the hole. They all stay. According to Dave Pels, he said the average foursome, when they play golf, will make about 500 footprints on a green. About 70% of those are within 6 foot of the hole. None of them, virtually none of them, are within 6 inches of the hole. Right? We pick the ball, we keep our foot back and lean over, pick up. Nobody puts their, you know, okay? So when we're putting all day long, especially when you're playing in the morning, the greens are softer, and we're making, I always thought it was like a volcano. You imagine, we're making like a moat around the green. That's why I think you see so many of those balls go right up to the hole. They don't make that noise, but they always do to me when you know, they curve off right there at the end when they're losing speed. And I think that's that volcano effect, you know, where you're walking all day. If you ever seen them change, if you're up that early, you've seen them change the cups in the morning. You know how they beat that thing in, they pull it out. When they pull it out, even though they got a cup setter, they're tapping it back down. But, and I'd never seen it this year, until this year, at the Open, they showed the guy changing the cups early in the morning. They now, what they did at Congressional, they take a piece of plywood, a 4x4 piece of plywood. When that guy changes the cup, he's standing on, it's got a hole in the middle, the exact size of the cup where he can slide the cup changer in. Why is he doing that? Because they don't want that volcano effect. Okay, so to me, if you knock that ball by about 14 to 18 inches, you can make all this come back. Hopefully we're playing a friendly game. We're going to give you the thing. It's inside the leather. But we should be, and after your little putting lesson, you will be able to make them. But we got to get that ball about 14, 18 inches past the ball to lessen that volcano effect, to give it a better chance. You know, how many times are we over a 6 or 8 footer, we're saying, you know what? If I let this putter up there and I let it die into the hole, I can play 3 inches of break. If I hit it a little bit harder, then I can play an inch and a half, or I can jam it in and get it in the left side. Ain't none of us that smart. It's too hard, too confusing. If we're going to use that same distance and knock it by the hole so much, it's going to make it easier to read the greens. So by getting the ball to the hole, we give it a chance. We're not going to get rid of the volcano effect, but we're going to lessen it. We're going to improve our odds.